Traveling, home has charms for me I do not find abroad. Home is where the heart is. Emily got it immediately, as if a gift was being passed down at that moment. For Emily, there was no place in the world like her home. It was the brave Columbus, sailing o'er the tide, who notified the nations of where I would reside. Home. And at home, I could write letters to my friends, my family, everyone closest to my heart, and read what they wrote back. The way I read a letter is first I lock the door, then push it with my fingers next, or transport it to shore, and then I go to the farthest off to counteract the knock, then draw my little letter forth, and slowly pick the lock. If you weren't with me, and I wrote you a letter, you'd feel like you were. You want to hear one? All right. To Abaya Root. Dear Abaya, everyone should have a friend like Abaya Root. The Chinese Museum is a great curiosity. Father took Vinny and I to Boston, and we all went to the Chinese Museum. Of course they had small wax figurines of the Chinese people in costume, but two distinguished, polite Chinese gentlemen wait at the door to guide you through. A professor of music and a writer. They had been very wealthy in their own country, but succumbed to the habit of opium eating, so came to our country to rid themselves of this devastating habit by consistently hard work. The professor of music played upon two of his instruments with intense abandon, intensely out of tune. It took great command over my risible faculty to remain sober as this professor was performing. And yet he was so polite to give us some of his native music that we could not but express ourselves highly edified by his performance. I obtained one of his cards for Vinny and myself, and I hold it very precious. But let us strive together to part with time more reluctantly, to watch the pinions of the fleeting moment till they are dim in the distance and the new coming moment claims our attention. Because what is most precious to me are my letters. What if someone can't come to the Chinese Museum with you? What if you can't see them at all because they're so far away and alone? Just write a letter. A letter, like a rainbow, takes up half the sky and holds your heart so close you're not so far away. Find the words to do that. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life that aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin into his nest again, I shall not live in vain. Just pick words to tell the truth, your truth. That's all it takes. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. Success in circuit lies, too bright for our infirm delight. The truth's superb surprise, as lightnings to the children eased with explanation kind. The truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind. Truth number one, my friends are my estate. At the age of 9, I entered Amherst Academy. My friends are my estate. And we read everything, and we wrote together. Well, I was not a poet, but we wrote Valentines. Do you have any idea what a Valentine was like in Emily's day? No, it wasn't like a Hallmark card or an E-card. No, it was a mysterious little letter filled with heart and ridiculous invitations to adventure. And if I gave you a Valentine's